You guys know me enough at this point that my hot takes are always done while I'm still in my pajamas. And as always, something dawned on me this morning. The argument in the decluttering world of overconsumption being a personal and individualized argument never really sat right with me. Something always felt wrong there. Yes, we're the ones putting our credit cards down and buying things, but there was something deeper I could never quite put my finger on. Not your fault that you consume, that we consume, that I consume. We live in a world that is set up for us to do nothing but consume, but to purchase, to go out to eat, to do X, Y, and Z, because our lives are very stressful. And to even say this is to be like a failure in our culture, right? To say that I'm very stressed, so I'm going to go buy myself something. We kind of point at you and say, well, that's your problem. That's your fault. There's something wrong with you. It's extremely hard to swim against the current of the culture that we live in. When everybody else around you is doing it, like we don't have enough time to really sit and think and reflect on what we feel like we need for our lives. So what do? We just swim with the current because it is easier. I don't think that makes you as a failure as a human. I think that just makes you human. The argument of, well, you are consuming too much. You have too much stuff. You need to declutter. This is your individualized problem. In the decluttering world never sat right with me because I don't believe this is a moral failing on your part. Yes, we're putting our credit cards down. We are the ones buying things. And yes, the buck does need to stop with us, but I don't think it is as deep a personal issue as we have been made to believe in the decluttering world. I don't believe your level of consumption or overconsumption or underconsumption, which is so popular on this app right now, is anything moral or anything to do with you. I think the tide is simply turning, and now you finally get to choose for yourself how you wish to live and the number of possessions you wish to surround yourself with. Please tell me the days are over where we feel personal shame because we are buying, because we are living in a world that we don't have time to think about what it is we need for ourselves. We are kept constantly busy. We can never get off that hamster wheel because we work 40 plus hours a week, sometimes more if you have 2 jobs, in a world and a society that is crumbling. So here's the takeaway in my rambling. I do believe it is up to us to choose the life we wish to live. But do I believe you are this awful, terrible person if in the past you have bought a lot of things? No. I don't believe it's a moral failure. I believe you're already perfect, you're already amazing, and you can choose to declutter if you choose to. You can also choose to continue to consume. Don't believe it is as moral as we have made it out to be. I believe it is societal, but it is easier to blame you as the individual than for us collectively to look at who is pulling the strings behind us and who is creating the society and shaping us to be this way.